Welcome on back everyone to Total Warhammer 3 and part 23 of our legendary Changeling Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we are here for the Battle of Tzeentch out in the deserts of Cathay against Mujiji, his many moonbirds, and his Astromancer. Should be a pretty scary fight here. We're actually still recording on the same day as the previous episode, still here before update 5.1 drops, so none of those changes should be active now, even if this episode does go up after update 5.1. So for this battle, we've got ourselves quite a scary foe here with 4 total moonbirds, a couple of Astromancers, where one of them has kind of the full suite of skills under his belt with the Curse of the Midnight Wind, which we're going to see probably lots of. I think both of them have it. No, but we are definitely going to be seeing the Harmonic Convergence upgrading a couple of these moonbirds to make sure they don't get fully walloped by our Screamers. Should be a quite fun fight. We also have the construction crews coming on back on in. Apparently they had not done the pour on the concrete right, so they have to tear that all on out and put it back on in. So we've got jackhammers going in the background here. They so far haven't picked up too much, but when they do, I'll just go ahead and keep playing on through, because I've been down and out for far too long, and it's time to get back into this and start getting our videos and our recordings back in order. So without further ado, the Battle of Tzeentch. Alright, so start deployment, and we really shouldn't have too many audio distractions or interruptions unless they start dragging the giant pieces of concrete around. That tends to be when we start picking it up on the mic. So what I'm going to do is set up our forces. Grand Cathay is really lacking in terms of their own missiles, so let's go ahead and set up most of our warriors kind of in the forest, with these lads ready to stop any kind of shenaniganery coming in from, move them over kind of like here, from the enemy cavalry. We'll have our pink horrors, I actually think hiding further back, so we'll have like one up front to be the typical distraction and 2 a little bit further back. We'll see how well that works. I will grab our Centaurs and hide them, or not hide them, we'll just put them over here behind the hill, or dueling with Lancers or anything else that tries to come on across the field. Same thing with the spawn. I'm just going to stick one here and here. Gonna be our initial front line. Screamers, if we can lure those moonbirds over, that's going to be the best course of action. May not work out that way though. We'll grab our Screamer team. Kind of keep them in the middle. You both are flying, so we'll just kind of stick them up front as our kind of vanguard, and then the Changebringers behind them. Quite a bit further. Or even in front, we can blast them first, the Changebringers, and have the Screamers come on through after. We'll see if that works very well. Might get our Changebringers in trouble. We'll soon see. Single entity monsters, and our Lord and Heroes. We didn't apparently have too many of each. I will grab all of our missiles and melee as infantry. The flyers as one, and then our cavalry. Cavalry and monstrous infantry. Battle begin. Alright, Cathayans. What say you? Looks like the Moonbird is going to go ahead, and they've got them set up on both sides pretty well. Let's send in our hero. Yeah, because the rain guns are going to pick these guys off quickly, so let's keep the Changebringers back. We can go blue fire towards... See how much damage we get on one of the great moonbirds. Draw you back on in. We'll bring you two both to help. Keep them moving the right way. That's not a ton of damage. Keep chasing the moonbird. We should be able to get him caught up with all those units at once. And the jackhammer's going to go ahead and get back to cracking. Yeah, they're dragging that bird down very quickly. Gonna keep our own guys moving. They're a little bit slower. Alright, they're trying to help out the other birds, so you move on in and do some damage. Screamers nearby as well. Changebringers start moving on forward. Let's go ahead and get some torches on the longer riders if we can. Actually, we'll just send you guys around and see if we can't hit let the Screamers and everyone fight in the middle. We'll start throwing out blue fires to give us more ward save. Yeah, Screamers aren't necessarily winning. Trust Screamers at your own peril. The more magic we throw out, the more we keep our boys ward saved up. Torch them good. Go ahead and see if we can't torch the Great Moonbird hero there. Alright, let's go ahead and blast some blue fire towards the Great Longbow Riders. All back with our units. We'll have you guys kind of swing around. It's like the pinks need to also rotate real quick for us. Let them come on in. The Longbow Riders made it in with our... We need to kind of pull them back and land them. That way these halberd boys can move in and help. It's like all of our screamers are pretty much gone. Yeah, no matter how many times we try to use them, they aren't worth it. Well done, Changebringers. Go ahead and get this group next. We'll have the hero Flap here.
Destiny awaits.
Yeah, we're gonna lose those guys quick, aren't we? Alright, City Wars are doing very well. Let's go ahead and pop the... See if we can't get you all moving back towards our line. You turn and go ahead and blast the crane guns. Go ahead now. If they're all gonna fight here, we'll turn and help. Halberdiers and such. Get chopping. Pink Horrors are a very decent, melee unit. We'll have the halberd units come on through. They're dropping the lightning on us to see if we can't dodge it. Ran them off. Let's go ahead and come on into these Jade Warriors here. We might lose that last of our screamers, but that's alright. I'll give them no more chances after this, I promise. We'll upgrade to proper big chickens. Indeed. See if you can throw some blue fire towards... I mean, any of the chickens here works for me.
Conjuring deadly change.
Conjuring deadly change. Go ahead and keep fleeing there. It looks like the Jade Lances came on back. Pink Horrors start blasting. Here we need all of you to try to fire on the Terracotta. Being chased around by the Moonbird is no good. See if we can't bring our own units back to help. Oh, we might not be able to, though. Alright, Cynagors come back through. Start blasting, not this mage, but go after the Great Moonbird that's just kind of standing there. I'm gonna have these Halberdiers come through to help out. You chop them, and we'll have you guys come on in to help. At least we'll try. Keep blasting apart this Sentinel. Definitely a fight that we are going to suffer for sure. Grab these pink fire and send it through. Let's just actually make sure we crush the last of their guys here. Ignore their lords. Cynagors with all their armors and get some pretty decent charges. Oh, we're torching our own dudes there for sure. Let's come on back and double dip on this Astromancer. Our Lord and Hero might not, well, they defeated one of them. They may not be able to take down these Moonbirds. Get some blue fire flying towards you. Handling Eldritch Energies. Terracottal's back in our line. Changebringers is going to maneuver a bit there. You chase off this Moonbird, and you just got to keep on moving on in. Blast them with the pink fire. Yeah, Sentinel's having an absolute field day on our back lines. Let's bring the Halberdiers in to try to help. And you boys try to help out with these Jade Warriors here. Man, it's getting very close. Keep pulling away. Those Lancers should be gone quite soon. Let's go for this Celestial Dragon Guard. More of them we can get rid of. Terracotta Sentinels don't do that much damage to Halberdier units. We can kind of leave them in there, no problem. Go ahead and throw some more blue fire through the back line, and that should secure our win. A costly win, but we keep our most important units being those Changebringers just fine. We'll have to have the Changebringers come over to use their ammo on the Terracotta Sentinel. Oh, it can break. I thought I thought it was unbreakable, being a construct. Interesting. Alright, it's gonna fizzle on away. Glorious. We'll speed that on up as he disintegrates, and that is a victory. Again, extremely costly, but we will take it. Alright, a nasty fight, as we are not the kings of the skies here when we're rolling in with our Screamers, no matter how badly we want to be. If they're fighting the likes of just Jade Lancers or even Great Longbow Riders, your Screamers will win 100% of the time. I've tested it several times. They can even beat the likes of your Demogryph Knights, just not the ones with halberds. They can beat your normal Demogryph Knights. They struggle against those single entities, especially ones with magical attacks. They're just going to put them in the ground quite quickly. I've got a jackhammer directly behind me. I can feel the impact in the back of my skull, and even I'm on the top floor too, so quite impressive. Let's go ahead and take some extra Cathayan barbecue.
Chain these weaponings.
Greetings, most noble and wise interlocutor.
Hello, Malice, and I guess we gotta be a little bit more careful talking about jackhammers. We're not even playing on Slaanesh right now. Need a brief break from all this glorious slaughter. You know what? Fair enough. I'll take 5,000 gold for some peace. Actually, how much more do you have? Are you willing to offer? No. He is not. Fair enough. Gold it is. You have my acceptance. Now run. You first, bud. Alright, number of the Raven. 999. The chant comes from all around. The birds sing it in the trees, the herds bray it from the fields. Even corpses stir from shallow graves to mutter it. Fate is about to be twisted. And we shall either place a feather atop the tallest spire, or we can expose a mortal to the chant, abduct a condemned man, chain him to a dead tree, and leave him to hear the constant dirge for 9 days and 9 nights. Then he will be ours. Indeed. Got ourselves a lovely trickster cult here in Marienburg, which should be making us a heap of gold. All 4,085, thank you kindly. Berthold has fallen. We thank him for his service. We found Altharian ambushing. The nerve. We've got so much of the map uncovered right now that the game is really struggling to keep up. Runital is ready for duty. Was that just a random herald, or... Yeah, it's a herald. Hexawaddle fell to Nurgle. Well, that's not great. Dark sorcery carves a rift into the air, creating a portal into the western reaches of the old world. Glorious. Demons emerge from Black Light Tower. That's an army that's going to get curb stomped pretty quickly. That's fine. They'll be a lovely distraction. I think those rebel armies are actually probably better for trying to train up your own units rather than doing much damage to the enemy. As those armies aren't very strong, and the AI is just going to auto-resolve them very easily. Just gather up some free experience. So Baronair, I kind of want to try to make one of our armies be Forsaken and Spawn. Just giving them a 5 more melee attack and Perfect Vigor should be enough to make them at least a little bit more usable. We'll snag this and then come on down to grab Despoilers, Unholy Resilience, keep moving down that blue line. I'm likely not going to keep him as a normal sorcerer. Becoming a Demon Prince is just way too useful. Vetatus, I think you're the one that just switched over to a Chariot. We need to change that immediately. I think our Flying Anti-Large is way too useful. So let's go ahead and give you a Deadly Blade. Max that sucker on out. And we take the Changeling. And we need to move pretty quickly over. I guess we can go across the sea, hit the Galleon's Graveyard for that, and then move on over to open up a rift exactly where we want. Beautiful. We'll take the Changeling.
What fun!
We may need to do to escape through Skeggy, so we'll go ahead and jump into teleport stance. And I guess we can take off through Port Reaver, that would also work. Yoink over here to Port Reaver. Great stuff. I mean, Earl can kind of do the same. Getting up to this portal is going to take a long time.
Magic of change.
Magic of change. We're going to get rid of your Marauders of Tzeentch. These guys are
You disappoint
capital
me.
T terrible. This this Trickster Cult gives us Chosen with Halberds. I think we need some of them for what we're throwing hands with over in Athel Lauren. We'll grab maybe just 2 Halberdiers. They get 4. Get rid of one of the...
Are you worthy to serve Char?
They are, but just barely.
Do not question my wisdom.
Lovely. The Exalted Pinks here are fantastic. So we'll just get 3 Exalted Pinks, and the rest of this army is pretty good. We'll probably slot in 1 more Chaos Knight, or just swap them both out for Doom Knights, and they'll be really good to go. Ooh, Feral Carnosaur. I believe we claimed this for completing our previous grand scheme there in Lustria. So that win gave us Skaven allies supporting us in the ultimate scheme, Clan Pestilence unleashing a Great Plague. We get Feral Carnosaur, and then Lord Croak, which we definitely need to be doing. Then we got Plague Protection, so all of our armies are going to be immune to Plague Attrition, and we'll have 100 extra relations with all of the Skaven factions. Very good stuff. Looks like we've got 1 more Trickster Cultist, so we might as well go ahead and plop you on down in... I mean, Ulthuan is the way to make the most money.
The joy we
Plop you on down in Ulthuan. Let's see if we can make friends with the Oracles yet. Come on. There it is. Finally. That's another one of our schemes done and dusted. Looks like it's because they're being bullied by Octiatl, but I don't mind. Not even a little bit. We'll also take the defensive alliance with Clan Molder, giving us access to his flesh laboratories. Let's come on in and... Oh, there's the quest issued for the grand scheme here. So win the Pyramid's Grand Tour. The Black Pyramid is an iconic fixture within the theater, but it has a few surprising tricks of its own. Your plan for this theater requires a grand ritual to be cast at the site of this monument. We'll get to that. Don't you worry. I think it'll have to be next turn. So Chaos Dwarves are getting completely schmacked, so we're not going to worry about that. You guys need to claim more land before I'm able to pop in a outpost with you all. Norskins. We can go for Plesk. Plesk, Volstrad, or Novchozy, which is likely the one they're not going to lose, so let's go ahead and pop that in there. Clan Molder, of course, in Hell Pit. They've got no friends but us, but a very nice looking army for us to summon here. Up to the Doom Wheels. You've already got a cult in this settlement. It'll be removed to construct an outpost. Ooh, that is a good point. So maybe we'll just plop in somewhere that we're not really concerned with. Well, we have cults just about everywhere, don't we? Let's go ahead and take out the cult in Hell Pit. That's going to stink, but I'll take the rats more. The Lost Palace, I believe, is one of their final capitals, so we'll go ahead and put in an outpost there to keep it safe. Horns chosen. Death Gorge it is. And now we've got the Unknown Champion's Cloak, the armor of an unknown mortal, acquired through your alliance with Kairos Fateweaver. Something about it seems awfully familiar to you. So is this supposed to be the Changeling's cloak before he was transformed? Has he always been a demon? Either way, we've got 15% more speed, 10 less wins of magic cost for all spells, and then 15% ward save when facing off against warriors, demons, Chaos Dwarfs, Norska, and Beastmen. Which is not bad, but we've already pretty much broken all of our rivals up in the north. So if anyone needs to have Z-Swan, I don't know, it's honestly probably just going to be... That's funny. They need to at least be a spellcaster, so we'll kind of... give it to you, Moxia.
Lord of Tzeentch.
Or are you just a normal basic Chaos Lord? Ah, not you then. I thought we had a couple more lads running around up in the frozen north. Have they been moved? We might have sent them all through the portals. Cannot wait for a fight with Durthu, but it is going to be a nasty one. Let's go ahead and go into an ambush stance. Looks like we've got Volnal here in Quinel. If we can sneak on in, up towards Paravon, we can declare war on Durthu and see if we can't get him to run out after us. You join in with Karn again. I am going to go ahead and declare war on Durthu. Let's see if we can't talk to the Bloody Hand Orcs first, though. They're here somewhere. I will join you in your war with Ogweilen, and you shall give me just whatever gold you've got.
Eyes ready.
You're lucky because I've liked this plan. My worst Warzag accent yet, but we'll continue to improve. Or not. Let's see, we've got forcing rebellion and transfer settlement. I don't think we can do that to any of the ones here because they're all their own provincial capitals. Oh, we can do Vol's Anvil. Well, hello there. Let's give it to the... Let's go ahead and give it to the Hmong. Or someone they're not immediately at war with, so they don't try to take it back. So we can give it to, perhaps, the Exiles of Khorne. For 10,000 of our Grimoires. I mean, we have plenty, so... Khorne, enjoy your anvil. Scheme. Oh. Well, that's not good. What elf capture? Oh, we ruined it. I didn't realize that was going to be a thing. Well, now we have to go fight Bretonnia. That's the worst. Alright, well, next time we'll keep that in mind. Let's see if it reinstates the scheme afterwards, because otherwise, that's really bad. Alright, well, we learned something there. Do not transfer the settlement to anything but Wood Elves, otherwise I think you probably completely cancel the scheme.
Lord of Tzeentch.
Go after Bagar immediately here.
The schemer calls us.
If we can't quite reach, we'll just go into encamp stance.
Find our time here. Forwards to greater
I realize that we are facing off against the air force of Tlaqua with nothing but flying units, so this is going to be a little bit spooky.
for the great
Mercy, we can have you force a rebellion, that'd be kind of fun. Just force a rebellion here in Bagar. Yoink, yoink. And then... away. Rebellion forced. They've actually claimed Kimri. Cetra, you got wiped out by lizards and the followers of Sigmar. How embarrassing. Amadeus is finally here in Cathay proper. We're going to go ahead and do one more teleport between Jinwu and Hanyu Port. We still need to hunt down Xiaoming's all the way over here. So that means you, Baronair. We'll pull you through.
Bear the mark of Tzeentch.
And bear the mark of Tzeentch. And instead of Screamers, we'll go ahead and grab... Actually, the Centaurs worked out pretty well. We are going to grab a couple of Cockatrice, because they have a very, very similar stats to... I bet the Furies could be pretty decent too. There's so many of them, and they have pretty... 74 weapon strength is insane. Do a couple of Furies. If they fail me, they fail me. And they are incredibly cheap. We'll grab a couple of Doom Knights too. We afford the one, which is fine.
Prince.
Bane, Hassa. And we've forced you into a corner once more, so we'll try to have you teleport away. There's only one way back out to sea, so that's what we're going to try to do. There shall be ruin. Earl, you're missing out on a unit, so let's go ahead and give you the Pharaoh Carnosaur.
Who is worthy of my host?
The dinosaur of Tzeentch.
Dark princeling.
And we can have you probably just go and march past Grey Rock Point if we can. Just get out to sea and ignore everything here. We don't need to fight any more Druki.
Murder.
Oh, I guess we are going to murder these lads. Sorry, boys. What you get?
The bloodlust.
Leash the bloodlust. Put in a symbiotic cult. We should be able to escape from there. The next turn. Make sure Grey Rock Point's making me some money. Thank you kindly. And I could probably take out most of these temples now that we've got Kairos under our control.
Incarnate.
Exactly. Grab Arcane Conduit here. I'm gonna go ahead and mute while I pass out the rest of these skills because they are blasting the concrete apart outside right now, and it is quite loud. But I'm not slowing down, so we'll...
Glory to the Changer.
Alright. Skill points passed out. We've got like one more lord that hasn't been moved. So we'll see if we can't sprint you up, sneak you on through to the portal. He may not be invisible anymore, but I don't see any more lizards around here, so he should be clear to run. Should be. Some off the Hellcaster. Let's see if we can't have you just slow Zhao Ming down. Oh, they got Gotrek and Felix. Yes, let's just block the army. Ooh, you failed. You tried and you failed. Bernhardt will have you. I'm not even sure where you came from. Follow the Changeling around, or we could just have you kind of explore down in this area. They could be damaging walls and such. And not super useful. Let's just take out some heroes. You just go this way to wound this hero. Oh, you failed. Good job. Skip on through. We'll hang out with the Changeling here. And we'll end the turn.
I have a clean conscience.
Hello, Malekith. He wants a peace treaty for 3,000. Since he is likely to have no more than that, we can go ahead and grab a defensive alliance with him, too. That's hilarious. Give me some Druki units. You have a way with words. I accept. Alright. Ditharastara has been... what a name. Busy ambushing over there in Volzanvil. We've got a plague, but that shouldn't be causing us any damage at all. So we're just gonna basically be ignoring the attrition. I bet we're still gonna take...
A delight awaits.
I can't tell if we're losing leadership or not. Yeah, we definitely are. So we take all of the negative penalties except for the attrition. Ooh, Sylvania's a new regional power. Well done. Karn the Lone Wolf. Christ the Ungregarious. And now we're playing on Pomposity. So we'll have the Changeling stay here for it. Oh, we can't. We have to hit Port Reaver. Ridiculous. Either way, we can have ourselves a scheme battle, though. Over in Illustria. Wait, we've already had that one. It is up in the Badlands of the Southlands. Here we go. We have to do 3 of them here. It's pretty simple. We'll teleport on in. Who wants to get bopped on the head? Looks like Cetra's son. His name is just Monster. That's not, but we just got a regular old Tomb King. What does he have for us? Reanimate. Amulet of Afasta. And they've always got the curse, so... Gotta have your soul drained. Ooh, Scorpion armor. So he's a pretty tough Tomb King here. We'll see how long he lasts against cannonball fire. Caskets of Souls are always very dangerous. Should be lots of fun. Tomb Kings versus the Changeling. Ooh, I'm hoping this is outside of the Black Pyramid. Let it begin. Yes. Working insidious sorcery, the Changeling spellcasting hordes aim to rob the Tomb Kings of their sacred monument, sowing chaos and carnage in abundance. Weaving their magic upon the Black Pyramid, the whole structure will be lifted into the skies and resettled in foreign lands. Yet such a trick will be no easy feat. To work their mischief, the sorcerers must be protected against oncoming hordes of death, until the Black Pyramid has been ripped clean from the earth. We're just gonna throw the Black Pyramid at somewhere else? Awesome. What is a domination battle? Oh, we're already ripping it out and throwing it into the realm of Tzeentch. How awesome. Well, this is the coolest of the quest battles so far. We just need to capture the zones. Easy. Tank, you can take this one. Mine. Acled Hellbrass. Let's go ahead and set up the missile troops kind of on their own. So we'll go 2 Exalted Pinks here. Kind of weird terrain. We can have the Changeling defending this one. Our Exalted Heroes and Acled in the center. Windblade Carrier. They do have that Casket of Souls we need to shut down pretty quickly. I'm going to do an Exalted with you, an Exalted in the center. Aeson kind of wandering. And then our Changebringer is kind of taking up either side defensively. If those horsemen decide to try to close the gap, they are going to have a horrible day. Same thing on this side. Changebringers. Spellcaster, and then our Knights also kind of floating. We haven't even used their Searing Torrent Bombard ability hardly ever. Alright, cool. Let's get all our single entities together as one. Infantry. Indeed. Almost Pain Train. We'll kick all of you out of guard mode, and then we'll have the Knights. Let's get this started. We must ensure the Tomb King forces do not interfere with our plans. Luckily for us, we have some backup. Oh, we do indeed. I mean, I'm not that scared of them. It's more of a hold the line battle. So we have the normal stuff that you do in... No, you don't. Our grand scheme can begin. Our overexcited casters think this is a game. We must ensure their survival for the sake of the ritual. Oh, lovely, so you have to keep them alive. Let's have our heroes go hunt down the Tomb King. Cockatrice gotta do the same over here. Let's pull you back just a bit. Asen, get up front. See how fast they take down the Tomb King. Oh, he dodged the first 2 hits. Good for you. Alright, Changeling, time for you to turn into Bellicor. Annihilate them. Bellicor, you go deal with these Carrion. They have strong binding for a time. Alright, alright. Looks like our heroes are doing good stuff. Asen, you go ahead and give these poor Ushabti some love taps. Beautiful stuff. Let's go ahead and give you some changing warping fire. Throw the wind blade at them. That was a little, kind of a weird looking animation there. Magic of Tzeentch. Go ahead and clap this enemy lord. He is going down quite soon. Flamethrowers are dealing some horrifyingly effective damage there. Tank, start blasting with these Skelly Archers. You go duel with this. Ooh, Carrion, that's a problem. Knights, you go deal with them. And we can pretty much just have our flamethrowers move in and give people the love taps of doom. Speed them on up. That gets rid of them. Gotta rotate these Changebringers. Knights, come on round. Deal with some of these other archers. Oh really, they're summoning units. Oh yes, the good old Ushabti summon because they've lost too many units, so we can try to pull our Cockatrice away. If we aren't able to, so be it. You go towards the Casket of Souls. You guys start to deal with these Nehekaran Horsemen. Not sure where our allies are going. They're running all over the place at this point. They've got no Lord, though. Bellicor, you move up and get this next Tomb Scorpion. Actually, need to help out with this Necrotech Colossus. Asen was taking a bit of damage there. Hate to see it. Dodge what you can. Our tank is fighting some Nehekara horsemen. Exalted Flamer, do your stuff. How much time do we have? We actually have a lot of time left, so we have to keep them alive. Are you charging here on these Nehekaran warriors? Rotate to getting these Ushabti for me. We got the fight. Get his golden hounds, I'd let it dance around here. Bellicor, just keep clobbering more Ushabti. Legend of me. Alright, most of the Changebringers are out of ammo, so go ahead and pull them back. They just keep annihilating everything that comes out of that side there. Rotate them. Bring the Changebringers in that have some ammo. Our tank's doing just fine.
Attack!
Exalted boys go find another Scorpion to clobber. Get these Knights out and away. Land in the back. Set them up here and then drop the bombardments of flame on top. Aiko move in, assist. Can't let these Ushabti. The tether is broken. The magic that binds the enemies together can no longer hold them. No more reinforcements will appear. Well, that's that. Poor Tomb King armies. See if we can get you guys out of the fray so I can drop the fire. Oh, they're all broken, and so now that should speed this along immediately. Fantastic. Let's hit the fast forward, and we claim victory. I said hit the fast forward. There it is. And like that, we are 2 grand schemes away from kicking off the ultimate scheme. All we need, well, I guess that brings the Tomb Kings in on our side, doesn't it? Let's get on out of there. Claim all of our loot. Thank you, 3 reinforcements. All of the Changelings battles are, so far, fantastic. You definitely see where they put all their effort into for the quest battles. It was obviously for the Changeling. I will go ahead and take these guys as tribute, because the replenishment is pretty piddly.
Master.
Pyramid's Grand Tour. With your primary rituals within the theater complete, a unique opportunity has presented itself. The powerful winds of magic within the area can be harnessed to send the floating monument to Hubris on a grand adventure. But where should it go? Grand Cathay? To Lustria? To Norska? That would be hilarious. Or the Empire. Now we're gonna go ahead and send it over to Grand Cathay. Here at Nongchang, accompanied by undead hosts. The Great Bastion supposedly keeps Cathay safe from outside influences. Let's see how it copes with a flying tomb full of skeletons. Oh my. So it changes the entire landscape?
The Black Pyramid ascends from the sand-swept deserts, casting down a looming shadow of death as it glides through the skies. The Dark Monument's descent spells ruin for its next unfortunate destination. Its undead hosts, eager to emerge to greet their new neighbors. In the Great China. Tome of Undead, a tome of an unknown necromancer, something to do with Nagash. It's not much use to you, but it does give pointers on how best to fight them. Some extra attack when fighting against Tomb Kings, Vampire Counts, Tomb Kings, and Vampire Coast. You could get Tomb King squared. More weapon strength when fighting the same, and then immune to psychology. Pretty dang good. Let's use the Changeling to Karate Chop Port Reaver. Straight out of existence. We shall set up... I guess we'll just raise it. That way we can move through.
Today, I choose
Burn Port Reaver to the ground. Today I choose Erasure. Ha 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 ha.
Faster
To the seas.
There are schemes to sow.
Alright, Agold. We give you any of the new armor? An unknown champion's cloak? I mean, this is for all spells. Not just for his own, right? We'll go for also, I guess, Indomitable. 3 points. No, we're not going to send him back to school. We are going to give him Deadly Blade and then Devastating Charge instead, though. 140 armor is more than enough to ward off as pretty much maximum damage armor can. Now we'll go for a Specialist here with Rostro. You're at the 42-minute mark, and we've been battling the sounds outside the entire time, so we'll keep going, see how much further we can take our schemes. Bow Seeker here for Vetitus. We're going to blast through and give all these skills out as quickly as I can. I'm thinking another Guinness Golden Hounds just for damage is always good. Enemies clump up, you can just blast it to bits. Melt them down into a happy little pile. Moxia. Let's go ahead and start you off by increasing how strong those Doom Knights are, so let's just worry about his units first. So Hammered Anvils, how we upgrade them? Indeed. 6 more charge bonus.
My power is
Glorious. Our cavalry team. Oh, we're losing gold. What happened? Some of our armies are too expensive. Why are we losing gold? Army upkeep 83,000. Trickster maintenance cost 5,500. It probably just the sheer number of temples we now have up. See if we can't blast through here really quick and get rid of most of them. Because we don't really need any of these guys anymore. And they cost 100 gold each. Get rid of as many of them as we can. Griffin Gate. Get rid of the one here in Hockland. Get rid of the one here in Rakdo Gorge. Take out the one in Dranil. It can be exactly what it currently is, just fine. 1600 gold from Templehof sounds perfect. Take out the one in Fox Lawn. Let's go ahead and... I mean, everything else looks pretty well sorted. Oh, we've got another one here in Crystal Valley. We were throwing them in absolutely everywhere. Blackhold Fortress, or the Bleakhold Fortress. Besides that, though, looks like, oh, here as well. We'll go ahead and take that one out and destroy it as well. So many cults. Riff Rafa making 300 is not terrible. We've also got some pretty expensive armies out running around now. Nothing but Changebringers is, of course, extremely pricey. $40 coming out of the Bay of Blades, 240 coming out of the other. Evershale definitely can make us some money. Nothing coming out of Migdal there right now. 400 from Oakenhammer, how much gold we have right now. Make sure we don't hurt ourselves by putting too many. Interesting. Paul's Anvil's not making that much yet. Brion, owned by Rats, not going to be making that much. Lothern, absolutely 1900. 82 coming out of the Shrine of Kurnos. Orlier making 450 sounds awesome. Destroy this one, and from there we'll just kind of leave it. Alright. So this... It didn't actually take Val's Anvil back. Interesting. Orion left. So since we really can't do anything with the trees anymore, it's best to just move up towards the Bretonnians. Try to get those 12 wins under our belt as quickly as possible. That really stinks, though, because those were some really, really good buffs. Alright. Rift to all mankind, or a doorway to the Darklands. I think we actually hold off on summoning in new trickster cults and things to finish off our Infernal Gateway.
Iridescent madness. I must have it.
Amadeus realized that only the Changeling can claim the form of Zhao Ming through battle, so we have to kind of make sure they stay alive.
Constance of the
So let's
desert.
pop in here and ambush. Try to catch Yao Song leaving. We might be able to, we might not. Baron Air is going to have some more troops in quite soon. And that is glorious. Alchemist Shrine isn't making that much, so let's go ahead and move to the next Lord.
Have risen.
The Bane chasing boy. We have you chase Captain Sissoko around.
You are restless.
Let's do it.
Eternal.
I declare war on you,
Blasphemy.
Captain Sissoko.
Wipe them out.
All of them.
Make sure we don't take attrition being too far out on the seas. Alright, who's next?
Glory to the
My good buddy Earl.
March or be murdered.
March or be murdered.
Even demons have limits.
The Truth Teller, even though you're missing some units, we'll go ahead and send you on through the portal. Up towards Bretonia and Athol Lauren. Yeah, we won't worry about claiming the form of... Actually, take it back. You will go through the rift, and we're going to head you over to Cathay. This 15 land battle is going to be quite some time. So we'll send you straight on through. The land of stone and steel. Mercy? No one has come to stop you.
Will be done.
So I guess we'll move on Bagar. And this will be... Now we need to see a larger army to show off our fight with all of these Changebringers, so let's go ahead and give this one to the auto-resolve.
Soul is mine.
69 kills. Well done, lads. We'll set up our own symbiotic cult so we can hide. And man, Nagar was making them some money. Honestly, not sure how we are managed to drop our upkeep by so much. Not mad about it, but I'm not really sure how that works. Alright, Moxia, you probably can't afford too much more. I guess each of these guys costing 400 is not really helping that much. He's at 3,700 already. Oh yeah, we did lose our local recruitment, didn't we? You're gonna come on over to Prague then.
More opportunities for change.
Exactly. Except for none of this stuff we really want. Let's go ahead and bank a couple more Doom Knights. Sam off the Hellcasters. Let's keep trying to slow Zhao Ming down. There we go. Perfect. And with that, we'll go ahead and end the turn. All these new things available. I think not.
I want to wear your skin so badly.
Gross. Each treaty for 5k. I mean, here's the thing, Cathay. If we could get peace treaty and turn that around to you guys becoming a vassal, I guess you can't actually get a defensive alliance with them. So no peace. Beautiful, we ambushed them exactly as we wanted to, so we'll go ahead and give this one over to the auto-resolve, hand this to, I guess, our war shrine.
Fight for Tzeentch.
Calculated. Ooh, the Blessed Tread has now decided to sally on out. I'm hoping this counts as a land battle. We're gonna lose all of our... That's messed up. Alright, well I'm gonna fight this one off camera. We're just gonna act like it's an auto-resolve and we'll pick things up in the next episode. In the next turn. Thank you all so much for dropping by today's Changeling campaign. If you all enjoyed the video, leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub throne. I will see you all in the next one.